おはようございます。今日はカタカナ、あいうえお、かきくけこ、がぎぐげこを勉強します。You might recall 勉強します is to study something. So today we're going to study katakana あいうえお、かきくけこ、がぎぐげこ. You can find some help with katakana all over the web. Some of the sites we used for this particular video are tofugu.com. You can use Wikipedia. And then we've also used some mnemonics from a student that was in class. Katakana is used for foreign loan words, also for things like technology, machines that come in, computer-related speech, and onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia are things like bark, bark, meow, meow, knock, knock, bam, slam. All of those words are considered onomatopoeia. So in comparison to hiragana, the katakana syllabary is really angular, and I feel it's not as descriptive as hiragana. It's also harder to learn because we don't use it as much, and we're learning it on top of a syllabary that we just learned, so we get confused. You can find A through O in our classroom kana book, page 31. To watch a video, go to Kantan Kana Lesson 14 on YouTube. So the first one is A, and as you can see, this looks very angular, very sharp looking. And so you have one stroke and then two strokes. A lot of times this one is curved right here. I almost always write it with a hook. I think that's just because naturally when you bring up your pen, you're going to find that hook. So it's one, ichi, ni. Sort of looks like a sideways capital A. Although if you use this mnemonic, you're going to have to sort of change it a little bit. A word that contains A in it is aisu, a shortened version of aisu cream. Oo's easy. Looks like hiragana u, but it's more angular. So you have ichi, ni, and then san comes all the way down like this. So just a more angularized u. Another strategy for this is it looks like an uchi. Uchi in Japanese means house or home, so this is apparently part of the driveway. A word that uses this is uinku. Notice then that wi, although we haven't learned this yet, it's coming up next, is represented in Japanese as ui, weak, winku. E is a little bit tricky, I think, because it's fairly nondescript. You have ichi, ni, and then if you make another stroke at the bottom, it kind of looks like a capital I. Actually, the next katakana looks like a capital I, but anyway, this is supposed to be helpful. One word that uses this is inku. Okay, so this really looks like a capital I, but you're going to have to change your perception of this. This is e, and it looks like exit doors. So think of this as the top, the middle part, and then you have the two doorknobs here on the side. So it goes ichi, ni, san. Notice this one is a little bit shorter than this one, so be careful with that. A word that uses this is aircon, for air conditioning. O is one strategy for O is it looks like a broken window where you have these are the panes here, and then this is the crack in the window right here. I think it looks like the kanji for oki, which we know as, one of the readings we have is dai for daigaku. But if you think of it, they have the same number of strokes. Ichi, ni, san. Okay, so this is oki, looks like this. So just slightly off here. You have that same stroke here, but then instead of this stroke coming this way, it goes down. So one word that has O in it is Oahu. Oahu, the island of Oahu on Hawaii, which is where I lived before I came here. じゃあ読みましょうか. Go ahead and pause the page and see if you can read these and then restart when you're ready to check your answer. So this is the elevator doors. So this is supposed to be the sideways A for A. And then we have either the broken window for O, or, as I said, it looks like Oki, which we know as daigaku. So another reading of this is O. E is supposed to look like a capital I if you add another stroke, but be careful because that top stroke is actually diagonal rather than horizontal. So E. And this one is probably the easiest one, and it's U. じゃあ書きましょうか. Again, pause the video, restart when you're ready to check your answers. So A, elevator door A. I sort of exaggerate that being a little bit too long. E, I don't know, maybe you can think of this as, you know, how you dot your I's. Maybe think of this as instead of dotting your I, you're kind of, you know, creating a slash or a stroke to dot your I. O for O-key, or the broken window pane. A, sideways A. And U, an angularized hiragana U. You can find Kakikuke Ko in our classroom Kana book, page 31, or you can watch a video Kantan Kana 15 on YouTube. This is obviously one of the easier ones where you have an angularized version of hiragana ka, but what's missing is this stroke right here. So the stroke is gone. So it looks like hiragana ka, and one of the words that has ka in it is kamera, for camera. Ki, another easy one. These are the ones you'll remember. The other ones that are different are quite a bit harder. Ki, missing that stroke at the bottom. They've used the same strategy. It looks like a key. And a word that uses this is kiosku. Kiosku is a kiosk. Ku. Ku is one of the hardest ones because it's so nondescript. Here they have a strategy of looks like a cook's hat. Notice that this stroke, ichi, ni, there are only two strokes, is shorter than this stroke. So you don't want to write this like this. The easiest way to remember this is diagonal, and then you have more of a horizontal stroke, and then you have this coming down. These are basically parallel right here. So this is a tricky one. A word that has ku in it is quizu, for quiz. K. This looks sort of like the letter K, which they've kind of illustrated right here. This is similar to ku, actually, if you look at it. It just has that second stroke that's lengthened. So you have ichi, ni, san. Or notice here that this third stroke is a little bit more curved than the first stroke here. And this is completely horizontal. So you have ichi, ni, san. So this does look like ku if you take this part off. This should be a little bit more parallel if it's ku. So there's where the difference is. A word that has this in it is oke, for orchestra. This is where karaoke comes from. Karaoke means empty orchestra. じゃあこれはこうです. Ko, one strategy is to remember that it has two corners. I also like to think of this as the inside of a 5-yen coin, a go-en coin, where it has the square cut out of it. So it's only part of it. So it is kind of similar to our strategy for hiragana ko. Don't know if that'll mix you up, but it has ichi, ni. You want to be careful here not to draw this out past this line, because then it can look like katakana U, which we haven't studied yet. A word that has this in it is koala. Koala. Just like with hiragana, the K row, if you add dakuten, you get ga. So ka, ten is ga, and so on. You can see here then, ga, gi, gu, ge, go. じゃあ読みましょうか. Go ahead and pause the video, see if you can read these, and then check your answers. So the first one has a bit of a hint here. So it's kakao, kakao. And remember that ka is just like hiragana ka. O we have as oki, or the broken window. Hot chocolate is kokoa. And this is the inside of the coin. You think of it that way. The sideways A. The other strategy for ko was 2 corners. This is oke. This is supposed to look like a kind of a twisted K, I guess. And then O for oki, or broken. This one's easy, it's ki. And you have ku for cook's hat. I don't really like that strategy. If you come up with anything else, let me know. This is gia. So ki, ten is gi, and then you have a. Gia is like gears in a car. Then you have gai for guy. Gu, the cook's hat, 10. We need a better strategy for that one. And then gay. Okay. And then here, this one is kind of interesting. It's actually ego, so elevator doors, and then ko 10, which is red. Well, it's English ego, but in Japanese it's ego. So whoever was in the katakana office that day decided that A translated over to this. It's interesting to see that sometimes katakana words resemble the pronunciation in English, but sometimes they follow the spelling. So whoever was in the katakana office that day perhaps didn't know that this was pronounced E, because clearly then it would have been ego, but it's ego. じゃあ書きましょうか. Let's go ahead and write these. So you have ka, and then O. The ka's are easy. The O is a little harder. This is like O key. Kokoa, ko, the inside of the coin, or the 2 corners. And then you have the a, which looks like the sideways A. Oke is like the big O key. And then the interesting looking K. Ki is easy. It's missing a stroke. Ku a little harder. It's supposed to be the cook's hat. Oops, then I added an extra A here. So, gi, a. Okay, and gai is, looks like hiragana ga. You want to put a 10 in there. E is supposed to look like an I. Gu, cook's hat, 10. Gay, gu and gay look similar, so maybe if you can remember gay, you can remember gu easy. Gay, and then you have ego, which is the elevator doors, and then ko, coin, 10. And that's it for today.